Hey guys, what's going on? Today I actually would like to talk a little bit more in depth about what happened yesterday. For those of you who were with me or heard about it on Instagram, or by this time you will have seen the other vlog from Santa Monica, I got ran over by a bicyclist. Ran into. Regardless, it was a bit of a difficult situation. There was a lot of negative energy flying around, so I wanted to talk more about it and my thoughts on how I feel about this and how other people should feel about this. So to give you an idea, me and my friends were skating slash rollerblading slash bicycling down the boardwalk the bike path in Santa Monica. Going from Santa Monica to Venice and then back again. And on the way back towards Santa Monica, I was in the right lane, and I know I was in the right lane because I was using the little wall as a guide, essentially, because I can still see a little bit, so I was using my limited amount of vision to see that little wall and use it as a guideline and make sure if I stayed close to it, and I was following it as it curved, then I would be staying in the right lane. And according to the people I was riding with and people who I passed, or who passed me, that was working just fine, following the flow of traffic to my left and my right. And that's another thing. There was traffic going the same direction as me, cyclists, skaters, bladers, anything, to my left and my right. So how I got hit by an oncoming bicycle baffles me. But this woman came by. I assume she was either talking on her phone or talking to her friend. She wasn't really paying all that much attention, and I could tell that because there was no braking force. You could tell she wasn't applying the brakes or even trying to steer out of the way of me, which, if there's an oncoming skater, even if they are in your lane, you should swerve to avoid them or apply a little bit of steering input. But she ran into me head on, giving me this nasty little bruise. It doesn't hurt that much anymore, but at the time it hurt quite a bit. So that was a fun time, and when she hit me, I twisted with the impact and landed on my feet. I damn near spun all the way around, but I landed on my feet. She went down. And her first response is, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why the fuck would you do that?" To which, obviously, standard protocol in an accident, you first apologize and ask if everyone's okay. So I said, "Hey, I'm sorry, are you good? Can I help you? Do you need anything from me?" And then she responded with asking me, and I quote, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" To which I responded, "Well, I'm blind. I use my ears to tell me where to go." And then she told me, and this was what kind of hurt a little bit, she went into the same attitude that a lot of sighted people have when they see anyone blind and doing anything physical, telling me, saying, "Why the fuck were you on a skateboard?" Telling me, "You shouldn't be doing this, it's dangerous, you're stupid for doing this." And there was a lot of things going on. I kind of stopped listening for a while, but she asked me why I was doing it, so I responded to her by saying, "It's my passion. I've been doing it since I was 7 years old, and I'm sponsored by 2 companies. So are you really about to try to talk to me?" And she told me, and I quote, "Good for you, but look at me down here, I broke my fucking leg." So I asked her again, "Are you good? Do you need help?" And she didn't respond. So I, both out of frustration and a slight attempt under frustration to inject a little humor into the situation, basically said, "Are you good? Are you fine? What's wrong over here?" in Japanese. And she responded by exclaiming at me, yelling at me to speak English, which I thought was a little bit racist, but also a little bit funny. I'm not sure how to respond to that one. But then I said again, "Are you good? Can I help you? Is there anything I can do?" And she didn't give me much of an answer. She just kind of kept yelling. She didn't really say anything to me directly. And then I turned around and asked my friend who was with me if she could help. And then this woman's friend, which, thankfully she was there, said, "No, you're fine. You should just leave. We're fine. You're fine. We're fine." And then I said, "Are you sure?" I just made 100% certain because, in any situation like this, you want to make sure everyone's okay. I said, "Are you sure you're fine? Can I help in any way? Are you good? Do you need me to call somebody? Do you need me to do anything?" And she said, the friend, mind you, said, "We're fine." And we left. And, well, I don't know if they were still within earshot of me at this point, but I turned around and said, "Well, now I feel like a dick." And my friend said, "Don't worry, she's just a very unhappy person." And now I want to address that whole situation. Yes, there are people out there who just aren't very happy people. But just as a core principle, if you get on a skateboard, scooter, bicycle, rollerblades, anything that moves and requires your own balance to make it go, falling is a very real possibility. You should always not expect it, but expect it. Clearly it wouldn't be you running into a blind person, because that's another thing. I was maybe, taking 2 periodic pushes, sometimes 3, but I was moving at an easy walking speed, a slow skateboarding speed, and she was moving at full bicycle speed. Could she not have reacted to me? I was moving quite a lot slower in the opposite direction. She could have reacted to me. She could have applied the brakes. Even under emergency braking, she would have seen me in enough time to get adequate stopping distance. Bikes don't take all that long to stop, even under emergency braking. But she didn't. She ran head-on into me. And my mom brought up an interesting point, which was, in an accident, people should always mutually apologize. She only criticized me for her running into me, whereas I was at least asking if she was okay. Again, I point to this bruise on my arm. It's not that much, sure, but that hurt like a son of a bitch. I don't know if any of you guys have been hit by a bicycle running an oncoming bicycle. That hurts. It's not very fun. But anyway, it was just a bad situation, but she was also acting like, as a cyclist, she would have the right of way. And I feel like, well, yes, it is a bike path. It is common knowledge that the bike path has been used by scooters, skateboarders, rollerbladers, anything of the sort. In fact, if you watch in the background of my vlog, you will see many more people on skateboards besides me. And if you go down to the Santa Monica or even Venice Beach, go to that boardwalk because they interconnect. Go to that bike path. You will see skateboarders, rollerbladers, bicyclists. You'll see everyone. Either way, the point is that she did not have the right of way. And also, just in the grand scheme of things, saying things like that I shouldn't be on a skateboard, that's very discouraging. For people with disabilities who want to be as normal as they can and enjoy life to the fullest of their own ability, you are really discouraging them. You are basically saying that they are not allowed to enjoy the boardwalk, to enjoy the beach, the bike path, the beautiful coastal breezes as much as you are. They are not allowed because of their disability. And again, it's a pretty wide bike path. Could she not have swerved to avoid me? She would have seen me long before I would have heard her. And bicycles have pretty big wheels. The side barriers of the bike path are these little berm type things. If I can get over them with my skateboard by just manualing and putting up my front wheels, bicycles can get over them pretty easy, I imagine, just by how big the wheels are. So that was a bit of an annoying situation, and I just wanted to recap what happened and put it out there for people to know that just because you will run into people like that who will try to discourage you from doing something because maybe you are disabled, maybe you have something else going on in your life, people will discourage you from doing what it is you feel happy doing. And I'm just here to say that no, that is not the case. You should always follow your passions, follow your dreams. Sure, you're going to get hit by a bike or two in your life, but to be quite honest with you, that's just part of it. In skateboarding, you will fall, you will get hurt, accidents will happen. And that is not the first time I've been hit by a bicyclist. When I get hit by BMXers at skate parks, either because I'm riding a different direction than them, or they are, or they landed a trick and didn't have time to stop, or I landed a trick and didn't have time to stop, you know what happens? We collide, maybe one of us goes down, maybe both of us, but we mutually apologize. We make sure the other person is okay. And we don't blame them for doing what they do. You're not going to hear me say, oh, you can see you shouldn't be on a bicycle. That's too dangerous. Your levels of perception, the amount of reaction time it takes to dodge someone is too great. No, you never want to discourage someone from enjoying themselves and being as normal or living as normal a life as they can be, especially if they are disabled, because people tend not to allow people with disabilities enough freedom, enough leverage, enough credit to do what they want to do in life. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter. It was an unfortunate situation. That woman was very unhappy. I came out of it pretty okay. And the fact that once her friend diffused the situation, she was able to get up and ride away, she did not break her leg. Was she trying to guilt trip me? Probably. But I'll never know. She was just an unhappy person, and I'm just a hyper little pupper with a lot of passion and a lot of dedication to my dreams. So as I said in my Instagram post, and as I will continue to say, I will skate till I die. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let anyone tell me what I can and can't do. And if you have a disability and you have something you want to do, follow my ideas. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do or try to get in the way of you enjoying your life. Anyways, I really appreciate you sticking through all of this. If you watch this whole video, you are a champ. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, and in this case, definitely comment. I want to know what you people think of this. And please, let's keep it civilized. Let's keep it respectful. I don't want to hear, fuck that hoe, stupid ass bitch. I don't want to hear any of that kind of thing. I want to hear actual input. Maybe what if you're disabled? How would you react to this situation? Are you going to let people tell you how to live your life? Are you in a situation where people are telling you how to live your life or what you should or shouldn't do? Please, I just want to know all of your thoughts and how you feel and just what you think about just life in the comments. I would read all of the comments of my videos if any were actually posted. So, please comment, please share, follow me on Instagram at blindthrasher, and thank you so much. Take care and have a great day. Where is the remote?